Okay, good morning to all. Today we are going to study the next part in volcano. So we already studied what is volcano, what is types of volcano, then origin of volcano, distribution of volcano. We have studied in last class, and in last class we have studied. We have started actually products of volcano. In that products of volcano, we have completed only liquid products. We have completed only liquid products. So today we are going to complete solid products. We are going to complete solid products, gaseous products, and volcanic landforms. So let's start. So last time we have studied this liquid products, that is Ropi lava, Aha lava, and Pillow lava, and where they get in nature. We have discussed about this in last class. So we have discussed about this, where we get the Pillow lava, blocky lava, and Ropi lava. So today we are going to discuss about next one, that is solid products. So we have discussed about liquid products. Now we are going to discuss solid products. So in solid products, we see that pyroclasts. It is considered as pyroclast. Pyroclast means what, you know? Solid rock fragments. Solid rock fragments produced during the volcanic eruption. So during the volcanic eruption, you can see here the volcanic eruption is there, and here you can see so many things are coming out, which are solid in nature. Which are solid in nature. So this solid material which is coming out from the volcano, it is called as pyroclast, and there is, you can see, it is considered as pyroclastic flow. So the solid fragment is flowing along one direction, and that is considered as pyroclastic flow. So pyroclastic flows, I mean, these solid products are divided into four. Volcanic ash, the solid products are divided into four. Volcanic ash, cinders or lapilli, bombs, and blocks. So one by one we'll discuss what is cinder, what is bombs, what is blocks. So first we'll discuss what is blocks. So as name suggests, it is the largest mass rock blown out from the volcano. So this is the largest mass which is blown out from the volcano. So these solid products, that is pyroclasts, are divided into four, that is blocks and cinder and volcano. These are based on the size of the solid matter, this solid matter. So what it may be the size of this block, it may go up to the more than 32 mm. More than 1 mm is, sorry, 10 mm is 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter. So just imagine 32 mm is around, diameter will be around 3.2 centimeter. So more than 2.3 centimeter diameter of this block is considered as blocks. And these are most of the times pre-existing rocks. Pre-existing rock means what? I will tell you. So suppose this is a volcano. Okay, and here there is a magma vent. Okay, from here the magma is coming out, and what happens when this magma coming out? So here there is already present rock, and this is a magma. Magma means, as you know, molten rock material which is in liquid form. So this rock, sometimes what happens, due to something, this will fall down into the magma, and this, as it is, it will come out on the ground and it will flow, blow on the ground as it is blown on the ground and falls on the ground. So this block, rock mass, this rock is already present. This already present rock is coming out on the ground and is falling down, and most of times the diameter of this will be more than 32 mm. So this block, this is considered as blocks or solid fragments, and most of times they are in angular nature. Angular means what? They will not be rounded in shape, they will be having edges. You can see here, this is not rounded, this has edges. You can see here, most of them they have edges, they are not rounded. So I hope you understood what is blocks, solid fragments. That is, first one is block, next one is bombs. So name suggests that, here you can see, it is also larger than 32 mm. But what is the difference between that? I'll tell you. We have discussed that the earlier blocks are formed by pre-existing rock. Pre-existing rock. Existing means what? Already present rock. Pre-existing rock. But these bombs are formed by molten rock solidified in the air. Molten rocks solidify in the air. Means what? You can see here. Again, I will draw one volcano. You can see this magma will come out on the ground. Magma will come out on the ground, and this magma, it becomes lava. This lava will blow into the ground in the air. So this lava will blow into the air, and what happens when it falling down? It falls down. It becomes a bomb-like structure. Bomb-like structure means there will be tail at the back, and front side there will be a broad structure. And while falling down, like a raindrop, like raindrop will be there. While falling down, tail will be there, and the front there will be broad surface. Same thing occurs when it falls down. This liquid material falls down. While falling down, it cools down in the air only. In the air only, it cools down before the falling on the ground. So what happens? Because of that, it forms this type structure. There will be tail at the back, and front side there will be little broad structure. You can see here. Front side broad structure is there, and back side tail is there. So it is formed by molten rock material. This molten rock material, what happens? This molten rock material solidifies in the air and it will fall down. And shapes vary, generally rounded or spindle shaped. These are rounded or spindle shaped. Spindle means these are the spindle shaped, long shaped. You can say there will be tail, and there will be what you can say, broad mouth. Mouth will be there. This is called as spindle shape, and sometimes there will be rounded one. And twisted ends. Twisted end means what? While falling down, this what you can say, liquid or magma may twist while falling down. So at the end there will be, this is a mouth and this is a tail. This tail may be twisted like a spring, because of when it falls, the liquid falls down from the air, the tail will be twisted. So these bombs have twisted ends, indicating rapid rotation in air. This indicating rapid rotation in air. While falling down, it has rotated rapidly. Then next one is cinders or lapilli. Third one is cinders or lapilli. So these are solid products which have 4 mm to 32 mm size. 4 mm to 32 mm size, and composition is same as ash. The composition, the what you can say, minerals present in this particular solid products is same as ash, and is very hazardous when it falls down, because when it will fall down, if someone is one city is there or anything is there, when it falls down, this may be very hazardous. Because it has temperature as well as speed. So it is very hazardous when it falls down. And they can see two terms are there, cinders and lapilli. So there's a difference, a small difference is there. Lapilli has a no vesicles on the surface. I will tell you what is that. So you can see here, this one, you can see pores are there. These pores, you can see these pores are there. This is considered as cinders. Cinders are nothing but with vesicles. With vesicles means what? These holes are there as these are nothing but vesicles. And when these same thing are without vesicles, you can see here there is no vesicle, that is considered as lapilli. That is considered as lapilli. With vesicles, cinders, and without vesicles, we can say lapilli. And there is a smaller than that is considered as volcanic ash. Sorry, sand. That is still smaller. Still smaller means less than 4 mm. Less than 4 mm is considered as sand, volcanic sand. Next one is fourth one, volcanic ash or dust. Volcanic ash or dust. That is finer than, you can see here, 0.606, sorry, 0.06 mm. 0.06 mm. And in that also, actually for, the volcanic ash size may vary from 0.606 mm to 2 mm. 2 mm. That is nothing but volcanic ash or dust. In that we have two divisions, fine ash and coarse ash. So fine ash is less than 0.06 mm, and the coarse ash is varies between 0.06 mm to 2 mm. And the composition of this one is rocks. It may be composed of rock, minerals, and volcanic gases, glass, volcanic glass. So the composition means what? It may be made up of rocks. Rock means solid fragments. Then minerals, some minerals are there, and volcanic glass. So glass-like structure will be there. And the third one in volcanic products is volcanic gases. Volcanic gases. This volcanic gases is nothing but volatiles. Volatiles present in the what you can say, lava or magma. So you can see there are so many gases come out from the volcano. Some I have mentioned here. That is H2O, most essential. Around 90% of the volcanoes erupt H2O from its vent, or you can say mouth. Then carbon dioxide, then nitrogen, so sulfides. Then we have H2S, hydrogen sulfide, hydrochloric acid, carbon dioxide, and so many carbon monoxide as well. So many gases will escape from the volcano. So most percentage of the gases are water vapors, you can say. Then we are going to study volcanic. We have completed the volcanic products, that is liquid products, solid products, and gaseous products. So next one is volcanic landforms. So volcanic landforms means what? The landforms formed by or produced by volcanism, you can say. An erupting volcano will produce a number of distinct landforms, including, so which landforms will form? First I'll tell you what is this, what you can say, landforms. Landforms means what? Like we can give example, mountains. Mountains are the one type of landform. Rivers are the one type of landforms. Valleys, valley will be there. River valleys are there. Many types of valleys are there. Those are called beach area, coastal area. That is nothing but one landform. That is because of beach area landforms are produced by oceans. Okay, and valleys are produced by rivers. Mountains are produced by plate tectonics. Most of the times, plate tectonics will form the mountains. But due to volcanism, we get these four types of landforms. That is, volcanic cones will get, flood basalts will get, calderas will get, and volcanic neck. One by one we'll discuss. First we'll discuss volcanic cones. So volcanic cones, I'll tell you what is volcanic cones. So when the magma erupts, magma erupts, okay, so it creates a cone. This type of cones you can see here. These are cones. Okay, so this may vary in size and shape. These cones may vary in size and shape. Sometimes this slope will be very steep, or sometimes it may be very gentle, or it will not be having slope at all. So based on that, we have many classification of volcanic cones. So first one is shield volcano or shield cones. Shield volcanoes or shield cones. Just listen to me carefully. These are multiple layers of basaltic lava. These are multiple layers of basaltic lava. I told you about this basaltic thing. Basalt is a rock. Basalt is a rock. Okay, which is more in liquid or less viscosity. And lava, as you know, what is lava? When magma comes out, it becomes lava. So as you know, basaltic lava. So a rock, a black color lava will come out from the volcano and creates a cone. It creates a cone. So that cone is nothing but shield volcanoes. And this type of volcanoes having shallow sides due to magma's low viscosity. I told you this basaltic lava has low viscosity. Low viscosity means it is more liquid. It can flow at longer distance. So you can see here the magma is coming out here. Magma is coming out here, and from here you can see here it is flowing in the both direction. But the slope is very gentle. Slope is very gentle because of what? When this magma comes out, it suddenly goes for a longer distance. For a longer distance. So what's going on? Who is doing this? If you don't want, I will finish this lecture. Just in chat, tell me whether you want the lecture or not, so that I can continue or stop the lecture. Please. If you want the lecture, tell me in chat whether you want the lecture or not. Otherwise, I will finish the lecture now. Please. Let me know. Do you want the lecture or not? Otherwise, I will finish the lecture. If you don't want it, because you are doing nonsense things here. This should not be there. Tell me in chat whether you want the lecture or not. And if you don't want to sit, you can go out from this class. Don't do this nonsense things, please. Just tell me in chat group whether you want the lecture or not. Whoever is doing this, they can go out from the class. You have already got the attendance. If the matter is of attendance, no worries for that. You can go out from the class. Already your attendance is recorded. Please don't do it. If I see again, I will just close the lecture and I'll go. Okay. Thank you. So I was talking about shield volcano. In that we have seen this has shallow sides and slope rarely exceeds 8 degree. So I told you these are the volcanoes. These are the volcanoes. The magma will come out from here and it will flows from on the both side. But this angle, suppose this is the surface, this angle will not exceed 8 degrees. 8 degrees. So that much low or shallow slopes are there of this volcano. Gentle eruption. Gentle eruption means what? While erupting, it will not give any sound because it is a very liquid, low viscosity lava, and because of this, it comes calmly and goes out on the both side very calmly. So it is nothing but gentle eruption. And another term for, opposite term for gentle eruption is violent eruption. Violent eruption means what? While coming out from the volcano, when the volcano come out, it gives sound. It gives sound. So this type of volcanoes doesn't give any sound. It erupts very calmly, and this is very tall volcano. It is very tall volcano. It may go up to 3 to 4 miles tall. 1 mile is nothing but around 1.69 kilometers. So just imagine 3 to 4 miles tall. Tall means this tall. This height will be around 3 to 4 miles. Just imagine. So it is the tallest volcano, and this is one of the example. Mauna Loa, that is in Hawaii. Hawaiian volcanoes are all are made up of basaltic lava. So you can see here magma will come out. It will flows on the all the sides, and you can see very gentle slope, but height is very huge. That is 3 to 4 miles height will be there. Next one is cinder volcano, cinder cones or cinder volcano. These are the smallest volcanic cones. These are layered ash and cinders. Cinder, as you know, what I told you, what about cinder? So it is a layers of ash and cinder and pyroclastic material. So just remember this. These are made up of layers, alternate layers. So I'll give example. You can see here. This is a volcano. Okay. So these layers, there will be layers of alternate layers of when magma comes from here, it becomes alternate layers of, we can say it may be ash. This second layer may be of cinders, and third layer may be of pyroclast, or you can see pyroclast, solid fragments. So it is very short and narrow cone. It has steep sides. Steep sides means around 30 to 40 degrees. So just imagine it will be having 30 to 40 degrees angle. So it is very, this will be 30 to 40 degrees. 30 to 40 degrees. So just imagine the slope of this, very steep slope is there. Height may not more than 500 meters. It is half kilometer. But you can see last volcano was around 3 to 4 miles. But this volcano, even though the pyroclast or solid fragments are coming out, its height may not exceed more than 500 meters. And it has violent eruption. Violent eruption, I told you, that was calm eruption in earlier. And this one is violent eruption. While erupting, it gives a very huge bomb-like, explosive-like sound. Example we have given here, that is Lassen Volcanic Park. Lassen Volcanic Park, that is dead volcano or extinct volcano in California. So you can see here, that is tephra means ash. Tephra means ash in Greek. So tephra means ash. Layers of tephra you can see. Layers. These are one layer. This is another layer. This is another layer. This is another layer. And in between that there is a what you can say, pyroclast, or you can say cinders. So this is a crater. Crater is at the mouth of the volcano, and this is a magma chamber. And next cone is composite cone or stratovolcanoes. Stratovolcanoes. So these are again alternate layers. Alternate layers of lava. Here there are lava. In earlier there was no lava. Only pyroclastic flow was there. Here alternate layers of lava and pyroclastic material. Lava and pyroclastic material. So you can see here. So here there is a volcano. Okay. Here there is a vent. Here there will be layers formation. Layers formation will be there. One layer will be of lava. Okay. Another layer will be of pyroclast. Pyroclast is solid fragments. One layer will be of solid fragments. So there will be alternate layers of lava and pyroclastic flow. And it's intermediate or felsic lava. One more thing I will tell you. In first lava, that is basaltic lava. Basaltic is black color lava. Second one was this one cinder volcano was acidic lava. Acid is the light colored lava. And this one that is composite or stratiform volcano, it is felsic or intermediate, in between dark and light. Okay. These are also having steep sides due to lava's high viscosity. High viscosity is there. So because of that, we have steep sides. Tall volcanoes, it may go up to 1 to 2 miles height. And violent eruption, again, it gives sound while erupting. So this is one of the example, Mount Augustine in Alaska. Here you can see there is alternate layers of pyroclast and or you can say lava and tephra. Tephra is nothing but ash or pyroclast. So here there is a dramatic example. Here you can see stratoform. It is the biggest. You can see cone. How the cone is. It may go up to 500 feet, and you can see this has very gentle slope. This has very gentle slope, shield volcano, but height you can see up to 1500 feet. 1500 feet means what? Around 3 to 4 miles. Here this may go up to 3 or you can say 1 to 2 miles. But here you can see cinder volcano, cinder cone. You can see how the cone is there. Okay, this cone may go up to 100 feet. That is around very less height will be there, and you can see the miles spreading also. This spread 0 to around we can say 3 miles spread will be there. But you can see the shield volcano may go up to 0 to 80 miles. Just imagine how much kilometer it spreads because of its low viscosity. And here you can see it may go up to 0 to 100 feet. Very small volcano. Cinder volcano is very small volcano. So angle also varies. Very gentle slope, that is shield volcano. Steep slope in the stratovolcano, and cinder cone also, it is steep slope. And another types of cones are hornitoes. These are one of the very small lava flows. Lava flows are there. Very small cones are there, and triplet cones. Triplet cones are small conellates produced by most acidic and viscous lavas. These are formed by very acidic or very high silica content lavas. They are very small cones. So up to this is okay for today. Next time I will tell you another landforms. There are 2 are remaining. That is basaltic flow, and another is there, that is caldera. These 2 things I will explain in next class.